I'm joined by Mark Danke of Audi. Welcome.
Hello.
It's wonderful to have you here at the New York Auto Show. Audi has a wonderful presence. Can you tell us a little bit about Audi here?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us today. So we are here at the New York Auto Show. We are standing in front of the RS5. It is the second introduction of an RS model in the United States. Our first was the TT RS a few years back. I should say that's the reintroduction of the RS badge. We have here in front of us the RS5, as mentioned, so 450 horsepower, 4.2 liter naturally aspirated engine. You'll also notice some of the nice design elements, the racing type of seats that are in the interior, the carbon fiber appliques that are not in this car, but here you have the alu optic trim and the RS badging throughout the car as well as in the instrument panel. You also have a Audi Drive Select system that helps you tune the engine, the transmission, and the suspension in terms of its performance level. And very exciting as well, obviously, every high-performance Audi that comes with Quattro. This one also has a sport differential as well as a crown gear that basically gives you the optimal level of performance and handling that you could possibly achieve in an Audi.
What makes this one stand out compared to other Audis?
Basically, the RS5 is the high-performance track-tested version of the A5. The A5 is probably, I think, what most people would say is the most beautifully designed two-door car that we have in our lineup and probably in the segment. And this one is, like I said, the track-tested and engineered version. Our group, a small engineering group at Quattro GmbH, they design and develop these cars. They add the ceramic brakes to the cars, because not only do you want to go fast, you also need to stop very quickly. They increase the engine so that you have a high revving V8 concept of an engine. And again, it has 450 horsepower, goes from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds.
So it has the looks and the speed.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. It doesn't disappoint.
What are some of the safety features?
Every Audi has the full-on level of safety in terms of airbags. We also have, in some of our other models, we have Audi Presense that gets into higher levels of safety than anyone has really ever seen in terms of crash preparedness as well as crash avoidance systems, braking you down from whatever speed you're going to a full stop to try to avoid a collision. And the RS5 has obviously all the track and safety measures that you need to have included in the car, no question.
It's really essential. Is it available right now?
It is actually not available just yet. It's going to be going on sale for the first time in the U.S. By June. The RS5 has been available in what I'll call a pre-freshened version of this in Europe. This is a new and improved in essence, so we are getting the freshened version from a design standpoint. It has different headlamps than what was previously available in Europe, as well as the design elements on this one, and it has this more high revving performing V8 engine.
And what's the price point?
Price is not out yet. We don't have the price on it yet, I'm afraid, but it will be out soon.
So we'll have to wait till June.
You will have to wait until June, but I guarantee you it won't disappoint.
But everyone can come down to the auto show and come visit Mark.
Come down to the auto show and visit Audi and visit Mark. That's right.
Mark, the TT RS is one of the hottest Audis and fastest. Tell us about it.
So the TT RS is the high-performance version of the Audi TT. The Audi TT is really an iconic car that has been received from enthusiasts and, frankly, industry experts alike as a car that has incredible levels of design. What this Audi TT RS brings to the table then is not only the design, but it also brings incredible performance. The car has the iconic 5-cylinder turbo engine in it, which generates 360 horsepower. It has
wow, that's insane.
A manual, thank you, has a manual transmission only. That's how we're selling it in the U.S., primarily for enthusiasts. It goes from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds officially. We've heard 3.9 and even 3.8 in some circles. It comes with a sport-tuned exhaust, a magnetic ride suspension, so it delivers on all fronts in terms of performance of the engine, in terms of the exhaust tone, as well as in terms of the overall appearance of the car. and the car has been lowered by a centimeter to just get a little bit closer to the ground, a little bit better stance.
Have you driven this car yet?
I have driven this car quite a bit, and I can tell you that it's absolutely exhilarating and does not disappoint. And it deserves to be said that the way that it handles, as quick as it is on a straightaway, it's probably even more fun for turns.
Very impressive. Mark, the S8 is quite a car. Let's get right to it. The engine, that's what everyone wants to know about. It's very impressive.
Yeah, so the Audi S8 has a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. And what makes it so special really for the engine that it is that this car will go from 0 to 60 in approximately 3.9 seconds, which is supercar levels of speed, yet it's a sedan. And the reason why it's able to do that, in fact, is because it's based on the A8, which is an all-aluminum space frame design. So it's a very lightweight chassis to begin with. And our engineers, they did not only a great job of bringing a relatively small displacement, powerful V8 into the engine, into the car, but they also came up with some additional ways to be able to not only make it more powerful, but also make it more efficient. So it has 520 horsepower, but it also has cylinder on demand, so it cuts from 8 cylinders to 4 when you're on the highway. In order to counterbalance any unwanted vibration or sounds that you may have from doing so, they employed active engine mounts to counterbalance the sway of any engine when it goes from 8 to 4, as well as active noise cancellation on the interior. So you literally do not notice at all when the engine shifts from 8 cylinders to 4, and that gives you basically a 15% improvement in efficiency than if you didn't have it at all. So you have what is a very efficient 8-cylinder high-performance car, yet it's doing the right things in terms of efficiency. And if you can see the interior there with the all-carbon fiber inlays, as well as the cross-stitch silver leather interior there, you have no problem with sitting in that car. And at the same time, you can also press down on the gas pedal and enjoy the ride that way as well.
It's really in a class of its own, being a sedan. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
It is. It is. It is a high-performance sedan, yet still, you know, you want to be able to pull up in front of the country club or the evening event that you're going to, and maybe not necessarily be screaming that I'm driving the high-performance car.